Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how I made my replica of the Gucci Shirling jacket that's out at the moment. Well, I think it's been out for a while now. It's just taken me ages to get this together and finished. So yeah, keep watching and you'll find out how I made this. Trust me, it wasn't easy.
Only a couple of bits have arrived. Embroidered rose badges. I got them off Amazon. They're really cheap. They're like £5 for a pack of 8, so I got 2 packs just so I made sure I had enough. And then I got this off of Etsy, which was really cheap, but it's a bit small. And that's going to go on the front right shoulder. I made a quick plan of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have to do this in stages, so it all might seem a bit cut up. This is what I've achieved. It's all pinned in now. Then I'm just waiting for 2 more patches to come, which will replicate the birds on the pockets. Now I'm going to move on to putting the spaceship in the corner. Like I said earlier, this is really small, but it should do the trick if I just hide it under the collar. These roses aren't similar to the ones that are on the actual jacket that I'm copying because I couldn't find them anywhere. They're like crochet almost, and these are thread roses. I'm aware that these aren't the same, but they're the closest I could find. I'm going to move to putting the roses on this wrist. A little tip I learned last time I made a bomb-on jacket for my 21st birthday, and when I was putting some of the gold rope on the sleeves, I found that stuffing a toilet roll into the sleeve actually makes it way easier to just lay the pieces on. So what I'm going to do, put a couple of them on and figure out a design. Just spent a couple of minutes fiddling around with this arm piece. Try to incorporate 3 main flowers. I'm just going to pin this one in. That'll do. So this is the arm. I think it looks quite good. You just need to replicate that exact on the other arm, making sure that it's all symmetrical, otherwise it's going to drive me insane. It's the next day. What I've decided to do is hand sew these on. So I've just used a black thread to go around the edges. I've also got a red thread that will go around the roses. I've tried it on a couple of times and it's all symmetrical, so the pins can stay where they are and I'll just sew around them. I've also stuck this guy on just with some normal fabric glue. So it's the next day and the letters arrived. They're absolutely tiny, but we're just going to carry on. I think it's going to work anyway, so I'm just going to stick at it. Okay, so that's the first one done. All I did is with this old paintbrush, I just painted in to the threads, following the direction to make sure it's right in there. I don't want it to be like a surface coat and you be able to see the shine, and it came out pretty identical to what's on my reference photo. Sorry for the constant changing in location, it's just trying to follow the light. These are all dry now. These have been double coated, so remember that they were gold with a shimmer before, but now they are, I mean, you can kind of see the gold through it. And we're back. That one got a double coat. All I'm going to do now is just pin them into place and then use the trusty fabric glue to attach them on. I don't know if I showed you, this is the outcome of all my time and effort. It literally took me probably 2 days. Some of these are glued on, all of the leaves were stitched on. It's kind of important on places like this because it needs to move over the seams. Same here. And like places like this, it needs to be able to move, otherwise if it's got glue under it, it will just be a flat patch onto the jacket and that will look really naff. I'm still waiting for the 2 birds to arrive. They're going to go here and here. They're probably going to be in more of like a traditional style, like the roses, rather than the crochet off the reference photo, because I just found it impossible to find anything like that. Obviously the letters are way smaller than I was expecting them to be, so I've moved them up into the middle, probably where they would be, so it's not too far down. I will get back to you once these are stuck down, and then we need to do the back. I don't know if I showed you. So this one was gold, painted it black with some acrylic. I've also sealed all of these. If for any reason I'm like caught in the rain and these were to start running, it's just going to get red paint everywhere and that's going to look like a bit of a car crash. So I've done the same for the back as well. I've just stuck the future on. The modern, it looks wicked. I'm well happy with it. So it's the next day and this is coming in the post. It's supposed to be probably the size of the lens cap and it's a joke. So I've decided to take measures into my own hands and I'm going to attempt to make my own. I had a look at a couple of tutorials online and it seems pretty easy, so hopefully it turns out okay. an hour and a half, and 2 attempts later I have made my own patch. I'm in my bathroom because everywhere else has absolutely awful lighting. It's now a couple of weeks later. I've added on the back flowers, made the final heart badge, and the big planet came through the post today. Did originally have loads of things sticking up, but I just cut it down and then got rid of all the stuff around the side. I just got that badge from Etsy and it didn't cost them much at all. I think it was £3, but it did take like 3 months to come. And at the front, likewise, I ordered some birds on Amazon. I think they were like £2 for the pair. And then what was supposed to be the heart for the back, I just, rather than letting it go for waste, I just put it on the corner up there. So I'm gonna go try this on and see how it looks. Hopefully it looks like the original. I'm so proud of it. It's taken so much effort to do, but hopefully it'll all pay off. This is what it ended up turning out like. I'm so happy with it. It looks wicked. Staying on alright with all the fabric glue and sewing. Here's the spacecraft on the other side. And then I'm going to try and get a back view for you. So that's just the planet and the roses and the heart with the future at the bottom. This jacket comes like tapered at the back, so it makes it more like a bomber jacket feel, which is really nice. All in all, this came to about £100, including everything, and I already had the jacket lying around. So I'd rather spend 40 quid on patches than £6,000 on a jacket. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll be doing more stuff like this soon.
Our souls belong together.